Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Boston Comedy Festival. It's great to see a live audience here. Give yourselves a round of applause for coming out. We'd like to thank our sponsors, Garden Remedies. Before we start, just a couple of things. Silence your cell phones, and during the show, please keep your table talk down to a minimum. The contestants have prepared acts. They don't, there's no interaction unless they initiate it. So just let them do their thing. It is my pleasure to bring up your host for the evening. He's a very funny man. He's the host of the Behind the Funny podcast. How about a big hand for Scott Higgins?
All right, thank you very much. Thank you for dying the clap off very quickly. Thank you for that sitting round of applause. So much love, very much appreciated. Thank you. Give yourselves a round of applause for coming out and supporting these comics. All up here tonight in search of their dream. You guys could see the next Jerry Seinfeld, the next Chris Rock, or you might see a human being burst into flames. Anyway, you get your money's worth, right? You guys ready for this? Yes. Good, we're gonna have fun. We're gonna have fun. A little about me, I have 3 kids, 3 adult children. They're all girls. Thank you, that's the appropriate amount of applause for that. None. You guys were right on for that one. When you have all girls, all adults like that, people say the same stuff to you all the time. Like, I always get, 3 girls, you have 3 weddings to pay for. It's 2021. There's no guarantee they'll all stay girls. I may get out of at least one, that's all I'm saying. And if any of them are lesbians, I think you go Dutch on that. I don't know what protocol is, haven't read up on it yet. I'm just trying to get out of paying for something, that's all. I'm very cheap. Very, very cheap. I was very protective when they were teenagers, as a good father's supposed to be. Especially when boys came to the house to visit. I used to greet the young man when he'd come to the door, and when that horny prick rang my doorbell, I would throw open that front door like, hello, gorgeous. Why don't you spin around, let me check that ass out? Do you work out? Because holy shit, can you run fast? Look at you go. Bye, sweetie. Bye. We'll see you. Honey, he can't stay. I think he has track practice. I don't know. It's fast. They got me back for that one, though. Don't worry about it. They got me back because they invited a gay friend over and didn't tell me. I threw open that front door. I was like, hello, gorgeous. And he looked at me and went, well, hello, daddy. We dated for a month. He broke it off. That's all. Not any easier when they were little kids either, because, man, they just don't leave you alone for 2 friggin' seconds. There was a 10-year span of my life. I didn't take a shit by myself without somebody walking in on me. And they'll come in with friends in tow. They don't care. I'm sitting there like a moron. Hi, how are you? We haven't met before, have we? No, what's that? No, I don't need your mommy's help. I'm good, thank you. Actually, which one is your mommy? Just in case. You gotta worry about them walking in on you having sex. And that did happen to me, except I didn't know it. I found out the next day. My daughter comes up to me, Dad, I'm worried about you. You're losing your memory. My memory? Yeah, you forgot who Grandpa was. I heard you in your room last night yelling at Mom, who's your daddy? Who's your daddy? All right, everybody got that that's gonna get it? Thank God I didn't have to explain to her why I was alone. Harder to explain. Am I opening up too much for you people? Is that what it is? Because you're pulling back a little bit. We're adults here. We can talk about this stuff. Okay. But I'm 53 years old now. Thank you. Another thing that deserves no applause. Just means I didn't die for 53 years. That's all it means. But I'm worried about my health. I'm trying to lose some weight. Any of you guys trying to lose weight? Yeah, older people over here. Everyone else over here is comfortable being the fat bastards that they are. Good for you. Well, losing weight sucks. It does. It's so much harder when you're older. Because, see, once you hit 50, that's when the warranty is up. First off, things start breaking for no reason. Like 2 months ago, I pulled a muscle in my back, farting. I still can't tie my own shoes. This sucks. But losing weight is the real battle. I read an article, Men's Health, though, that said when a guy is middle-aged, for every extra 20 pounds he carries on his frame, he loses an inch of length on his penis. Yeah, you can laugh, lady. I'm Irish. That scared the shit out of me. But I set a goal for myself. I'm currently trying to lose 160 pounds. I'll give you a minute to do the math. That's an 8-inch penis. That's what that comes out to. Go big or go home. No. I'm actually trying to lose enough weight that when I come home from the beach, I tan everywhere. I just don't have those white spots underneath here. That's what I'm really trying for. I'm just tired of raising my arms over my head, and when I put my arms back down, my t-shirt's tucked in under my boobs. I guess what I'm trying to say is I'm trying to get down to an A cup. That's what I'm trying to do. That's my goal. I have a lot of pain in my life. Thank you for laughing at it, people. I've also been married for 30 years now. Thank you. Thank you. She deserves it. Someone said good grief. Yeah, I'd feel bad for her too. Yeah, and you know, that's another one when you tell people, you get comments all the time. Like one guy said to me one time, you know, 30 years with the same woman. How do you keep the spice in your relationship? How do you keep the heat in the bedroom? First off, I wear a CPAP to bed. Okay, my options are severely limited. Okay, hey honey, want to play Darth Vader and the Naughty Stormtrooper again? That's about it. How do I keep the spice in the bedroom? I turn the lights off. That's what I do. I make it as dark as humanly possible. Actually, I want her to forget who she's in the room with. Okay? I don't want her to have to remember who she has to have sex with. My ultimate fantasy is when I turn the light on, for her to go, oh my God, you were here too? That would be my ultimate fantasy. I like you guys. You laugh quickly and then shut right the hell up. That's perfect. You won't give anybody an ego tonight. That's nice. That's perfect. One thing that drives me crazy is anybody here on TikTok go on TikTok and watch videos? One guy in the back. That's the perfect reaction. It's irritating as hell, isn't it? You see the stupidest shit on TikTok. Do you go on it? No. Then how do you know you can't stand it if you don't go on it?
Because I have a teenage son. Yeah, I can't stand that.
It's crazy. The one I hate is they always show these couples, and they're always younger couples, and there'll be a woman inside the house and a man is leaving, and she'll go, watch this, and she sends him a text, and the text says, hey babe, he just left, you can sneak over now. And then she films him running back into the house all pissed off, going, who the hell was that for? Are you cheating on me? Because that's funny as hell. You know what they never show? A couple that's been married 30 years doing that. Because if I was leaving the house and my wife texted me, hey babe, he just left, you can sneak over now. 30 seconds later, she'd get a text that said, when you and Romeo are done, he can cut the fucking grass. And guess who's going with you to that craft fair next weekend? The Patriots are on. I'm not going. We got Thanksgiving in another week. You guys ready for the holidays? Ready to pay $185 for a turkey? Yeah. It's going to be unbelievable. I like the holidays. I like the get-togethers and the hanging out and everything. Christmas, I could kind of skip altogether because I hate having to buy gifts. I'm not a gift buyer, if you will. But I loved when the internet came about, doing all my shopping online. Anybody else internet shoppers? Not that everybody isn't anymore, but I try to do all of my shopping online. And a couple of years ago, I was doing my Christmas shopping and I got everything I wanted, except for one gift. It was for my wife, so I needed to get it. And every place I looked was sold out. So I started calling around the stores, and I found one store that had it. And they said they would hold it for me if I picked it up that day. The problem is, this is 2 days before Christmas, and this store is at the mall. I love the mall parking lot 2 days before Christmas. I drive down, I get in line looking for a spot. No empty spots, except the front spot of every row. All of them empty. What spot is it? Handicap spot. I'm thinking, they're nice people. They would let me borrow it for a minute. They don't want to be treated differently than the rest of us. And yes, like an asshole, I pulled into the spot. I start walking in the mall. All of a sudden I hear, "Hey, buddy." I just kept walking. I hear it again. "Hey, pal, I'm talking to you." It's one of the guys from mall security. He's now chasing after me. So I started walking faster. He runs up to me, grabs my arm, and he goes, "Hey, I was talking to you." I looked at him. All I could think to say was, "I'm sorry, I did not hear you." You ever react without thinking first? And he was embarrassed, and he apologized, and he let me go. And I know what you guys are thinking right now. And yeah, go ahead and use that this year if you need it. Seriously, that's some good shit right there. Does come with a warning, though. There's a thing called karma that I now believe in. Yeah, about 2 months after that, I had to go to the dentist. Normal procedure, but it required a shot of Novocaine. I don't know what it is about Novocaine. One shot of that stuff, half my body goes numb. But I leave the dentist's office all numb like that and decide that's the best time to go to Dunkin' Donuts and get an iced coffee. But I don't want to go inside with my face all numb like that. So I pull around back to the tin can speaker that they use, you know. "Dunkin' Donuts, can I help you?" You've heard that before, obviously. I'm like, "Medium iced coffee, black, 2 sugars." Now, in my head, that's what it sounded like to me. It came out more like, because all of a sudden I heard, "What the hell did you just say?" It took us 5 tries to even come close to what I was asking for. So I pull around to the window, and she slides it open and goes, "Sorry about that, sir. Sometimes that speaker cuts in and out." Like that's the problem. And I said, "Hey, don't worry about it. Those things happen." Again, in my head, that's what it sounded like. But I could tell by the look on her face that it did not come out that way, because she completely changed. She's like, "Yes, it does, doesn't it? You are so brave. You know what? This is on the house. That means you don't have to pay for it." I'm pulling away like, what the hell is that all about? Then I heard her say to somebody, "Holy shit, they're letting those people drive now." Yeah, but I got a big problem. That's the Dunkin' Donuts closest to my house. Yeah, so I have to act like that every time I go in there. All right, you guys ready for this contest tonight? We got a great lineup of contestants, and it is my pleasure to bring them out to you. Our first contestant tonight is Mr. Paul Ullinger, everybody.
Hello, hi, everyone. How's everybody? Good? Yes, thank you. I've been married for 14 years, and here's some unsolicited advice for the single people in the room. If you're not married yet, but you're already going to couples therapy, break the fuck up and get on with your life, because that shit is broken, all right? Therapy is for people who are stuck with each other. You don't need a therapist, you need a U-Haul. Get the fuck out, all right? I tell this to all the young single comics. I say, you just break away while you're still single. They're like, "I'm not single, I'm in a committed relationship." Like, if you can leave without talking to a lawyer, you are single. Run away. fucking run, right? Dating is supposed to be fun. It's the amuse-bouche, you know, it's the fun appetizer for marriage. But if the appetizer is poison, do not order the entree, you know? It's fucking, the portions are huge. It comes with a side of in-laws, and that person is the only thing on the menu until one of you dies. Somebody in here is sitting there thinking, like, he's talking about me. I am. Go home and pack your shit, all right? Don't have sex one last time, because that's what's kept you in this shitty relationship for all these years. He might be hung like a telephone pole. Her private parts might taste like strawberry shortcake. It doesn't matter. The sex isn't great because you're soulmates. The sex is great because you're 26, all right? It's all hot and wet. It doesn't stay like that, folks. It doesn't. A decade or so later, sex is just like women's deodorant. It's soft and dry. You better love the person you're married to. That's what I'm saying. Right, bro, you gotta let go of broken relationships, you know? You like that IKEA desk you bought at a garage sale for $10. You know, once the particle board starts rotting, you can't fix it. You just gotta leave it on the curb until somebody comes by who's more desperate than you are and takes it off your hands. That's what you do. It's like, are you ready for another relationship simile? Here's one, all right? Pre-marriage relationships are like a kitten, all right? And if your kitten gets cancer, it's not a good idea to spend a decade of your life and all your money trying to fix it. Get a new fucking kitten, all right? They're giving them away at Star Market this weekend. I promise you, all right? What I'm trying to say is you want to get out of that pre-marriage relationship while it is still young enough to drown in a bucket. That's what I'm saying. I know, this is a metaphor, people. Don't freak out, all right? Yes, you'll get some scratches on your arms. There will be tears, but that kitten's not going to grow up to fuck all your friends and burn your shoes in a bathtub. That's all I'm saying. My marriage is good, actually, though. So, I mean, it's just not easy. Marriage isn't easy, right? You don't know what you don't know. Like, yeah, I think my biggest problem as a husband is I like to be right too much. And Dr. Phil tells us, guys, he's like, do you want to be right or do you want to be happy? And that's the correct way to think about it, because in marriage, guys, if we want to be happy, we can either be wrong or we can be quiet. Those are our options. You don't know that at the beginning, though. Here's how my wife taught me. Early in the marriage, I'd come home from the grocery store with the non-organic carrots. And she'd say, why'd you buy these? You know I like to eat organic. And I'd say, because the organic ones are $2 more and it's not worth it. And I was right. But thus would begin a conversation, and an hour later, I'd find myself thinking, would I pay $2 to get out of this argument right now? I'd pay fucking anything to get out of this argument right now, because carrots are good for your eyes, but if you buy the wrong ones, they're bad for your ears. Buy the organic carrots. Fuck it, they're cheaper than flowers, you know? Don't know what you don't know. I didn't know. Before I got married, I didn't think that after 14 years, our biggest fight wouldn't be about finances or fidelity. Our biggest fight is about the fact that my wife loads the dishwasher like an asshole. That's inconsiderate asshole with no regard for physics or geometry or getting the dishes clean. She just throws the dishes in there, slams the door, and says a prayer. That's all she does. I saw it the other day and I was like, honey, everybody knows it goes big plate, little plate, little plate. But with you, it's like an Escher painting on peyote. There's no beginning, there's no end. It's like a dish here, a bowl there, cutlery strewn across the top rack as if that's okay. It's like, how far away were you from the dishwasher when you threw that bowl in there? You were right next to it. Does symmetry mean nothing to you? You must suck at Tetris, my God. You don't know what you don't know. I never thought 14 years ago that I would ever hear this phrase. I'm not going to have sex with you until you clip your toenails. Never imagined I would ever hear that phrase, you know? More surprisingly, I never thought I would be the person who said it. That was a bigger surprise. That was a surprise, ladies and gentlemen. But I looked at my wife like, babe, you're beautiful, but you've got some talons down there right now. And I'm on blood thinners. And, you know, if you cut me while my heart rate is elevated, I'm going to bleed out all over these Ralph Lauren sheets that we got at Marshall's, and I'm not going back to that fucking hellhole. I grew up in a crowded 6-child house. Very frugal, very frugal. The accomplishment of his life that he was most proud was the fact that he could wipe his bottom clean with 1 square of toilet paper. That was his ever. I know it's disgusting, but he talked about it all the time. He'd be like, 1 square was all we had during the Depression. I'm like, Dad, the Depression is over, all right? You know, wash your hands. Goddamn, that's disgusting. His frugality got a little dangerous. I remember the first time I got a cavity filled, he walked me in there and goes, look, don't get the Novocaine, it's $20. And as I sat there in that dentist chair, writhing in pain, I thought, someday I'm gonna make some fucking money. That's what's gonna happen. And I did. I had a great career. I worked at Yahoo, I worked at Facebook, I made some money. Well, money's weird. You think the best part of money is gonna be the luxuries, but the best part of money is being not broke. That's the best part of money. Here's how life works when you're not broke. Whenever the phone rings, you can answer it. It's amazing, because nobody's looking for money, you know? And the best part of being not broke is calling Capital One, paying off your balance, and telling them to stick their 23% annual percentage rate credit card up Samuel L. Jackson's ass. What's in my wallet? Cash, motherfucker. That's what's in my wallet, and that's what's gonna stay in my wallet. You're a crack dealer. I don't need your double miles if I can't afford to park at the airport. Fuck you. And here's the weird thing. Even though I grew up resenting rich kids, now I'm raising them. And they're great kids, but they have no idea how good they have it. When my son was 7, he came home from his really rich friend's house and he said, hey, Dad, when are we gonna hire a chef? I was like, what? And I had to remember that he was 7. He didn't know how the world works. So I put my arm around his shoulder and I said, son, fuck you. How about that? I grew up on bologna and powdered milk. You want a chef? I got a chef for you. Chef Boy RD. Rotten meat in a rusty tin can with a picture of Mussolini on the label. All right? It's the perfect meal for your bomb shelter. My kids need to spend a little time at middle class camp at Grandpa's house where they can play fun games like, don't touch the thermostat. Oh, you're cold? Put on another sweater. Do some jumping jacks. I don't give a shit. When it's 90 degrees at 10 o'clock at night, be like, yeah, we got air conditioning, but we don't turn it on, all right? When it's 90 degrees at 10 o'clock at night, throw open that window. Grandpa will turn on the attic fan. Yeah, that's a big, scary fan that lives in the ceiling, but it doesn't make it any cooler in here. It just sucks all the bugs, heat, and pollen from outside. Teaches you to sleep in a sticky tornado. Have fun wiping your ass with 1 square of toilet paper at Grandpa's house. You guys have been a lot of fun. I've been Paul Allenger. Thank you very much. Take it easy. All right, thank you. Here's your host.
Paul Allenger, everybody. All right, keep it going for your next contestant. Welcome, Eric Helwig, everybody.
All right. I just got worried my zipper was down. That was weird. I wasn't fingering myself. I was like, oh my God, no. How you doing, Boston? You guys having a good time so far? Yeah. Look at that energy. All right, great. That's all of my energy. It's going to be nothing after that. That was everything I had to just open up. Way to sit right in the front by yourself. Give it up for this lady. One of 2 things. Bravest person in the audience or can't stop farting. One of the 2 things. I don't know what it is. Oh, your friend's performing? I don't want to hear about it. So, get in my fucking head. Just gonna stare daggers at the other comics. We get it. It's a competition show. Jesus Christ. Sit your friend in the fucking front? What kind of bullshit is that? Who are you here to intimidate the other comics for? What the fuck is this? This is a stand-up show or the fucking Roman Coliseum? All right, I'll accept this. Did you guys have a nice pandemic? Everybody have a nice little pandy? Mine was all right. I found out I have celiac disease during the pandemic. Do you guys know celiac disease? Yeah. I don't even know if it exists in the Northeast. Like in California, like everybody has celiac disease because they're trying to lose weight for a fucking shoot. But in the Northeast, I feel like there's just dudes that get stomach aches when they eat sandwiches that die when they're 40. Just never know their kids. Somebody called them gay, and they're like, all right, I'll just keep doing it. That's actually what celiac disease is. I don't know if you're familiar. The actual medical designation. It's a sometimes deadly digestive disorder where your friends call you gay for eating Cobb salad during the Super Bowl. That's what the doctor told me. The pandemic was nice. It was actually like my honeymoon because I got married right before the pandemic. Yeah. Great, thank you. That was not my wife. I feel bad for my wife because like we were gonna go to Thailand. That was supposed to be the honeymoon, but instead of that, it was just staring at me getting fatter for 18 months. Yeah, a little different. A little different. No, it was. Well, look, here's the thing. I'm very happy I got married. I hated being engaged. I feel like being engaged is the worst. I mean, for ladies, you guys love it because, you know, you guys want to get married. But for dudes, it's like, it's just nonstop, unsolicited advice from miserable married people. That's all your life is. And in case you don't believe me, reference the set you just saw 5 seconds ago. Nothing, just pure, don't do it, bro. Like that's all it is. It's fucking crazy. This one dude was giving me advice. I will never forget it. He's like, Eric, look, I'm happy for you. But just keep in mind, you can never know anyone. My wife left me. I never saw it coming. Messed me up. It messed my son up. If I'm honest, I don't think it's ever gonna be right again. I was like, Dad, give me the mic. You're ruining the wedding. Dad, give me the mic. Sorry, everybody. DJ, play the electric slide. It's electric. I'm sorry. The wedding was amazing. You know, all the cliche shit, best day of my life, all that stuff. Everything was cool. Except the end. I hated the end of my wedding. You guys know the end of the wedding where like everybody that was at the wedding lines up in 2 lines with like firecrackers or streamers or something? Then a couple runs in between the lines to leave the wedding? That's weird because it's night. It's our wedding night. Like we're leaving to go fuck. Like that's where we're going. And like, I've had sex a lot in my life, but never where the foreplay was everyone I've ever known and loved waving at me. Being like, have fun. My sisters are like, make it good for her. My mom's like, the pussy's that way. I'm like, this is terrifying. The creepy Uncle Mario's like, pull her hair, she likes it rough. Here, let me say something about Uncle Mario, okay? Hang on. He's a creep. That's a creepy thing to say. But my wife is raised Catholic, so he's not lying. Like he's right. He's wrong, but he's right. My wife's raised Catholic. I'm raised Catholic. Anybody here raised Catholic? Yeah. Yeah, we all saw Spotlight. You're all Catholic, you fucking liars. I know what happened here. Don't run from your past. You have to face it. Like some comic is having our friend face me down. See this? You face your fear. You guys can't see it. She's up here like, fuck you. You suck. Your fly was down. Can you hear her saying that shit? Can you hear it? She's saying it. Hope your friend eats shit on stage. All right? That's what I hope happens. I flew from LA to do this shit. I hope it goes terrible. Hope they sprain their ankle right there and just cry. All the comics backstage are like, have a good show, bro. I'm like, fuck you. Have a terrible show. Trying to win money. All right. No, I was defending my Uncle Mario. That's what it was. No, I was talking about Catholic. That's what I want to talk to you guys about. Because you guys all been through some shit. Like I said, I'm raised Catholic. You can tell I'm raised Catholic because I still jerk off with the covers over my head so God can't see me. That's actually how you know if you're raised right. I was an altar boy when I was a kid too, just a tiny 12-year-old. Oh, somebody sees where the joke's going. Is it just me, or does any childhood activity with the word boy in it sound like a kid's about to get fucked? Hear me out. Altar boy, Boy Scout, paper boy, ball boy, bus boy, actual boy. I was all of these boys as a boy. Boy, oh boy. That's a lot of boys. That's all I'm saying. I do not know how I avoided it. Enough. I'll tell you honestly what I think. I think I avoided it like with narrow situational misses, right? Like I just kind of Mr. Magoo'd myself out of getting molested as a kid. Like I would drop a quarter and be like, oops, and then a dick would smash into the wall where my head was. I'm like, hey, found it. Bye. Off to go shoot a Subway sandwich commercial with Jared. What else did my mom sign me up for? How am I alive? Boo. You guys took that well. Told my friend, I'm doing Catholic molestation jokes in Boston. He was like, you're gonna bomb, bro. They're not gonna like that. I'm like, these audiences in Boston, they've been touched, they've gone to therapy, they're ready to laugh about it. They're ready to laugh. Weird about sex. Still got married though, you know. Me and my wife were good match. When we got together, we were talking about having kids like early on. But now we're kind of at a crossroads, I would say, you know. Like she just turned 30, I'm 36, which means it's time for us to start cheating on each other. We gotta start cheating real soon. Do I get any fatter? I'm getting like unfuckable at this. Like we gotta go. Now, because I'm not stopping eating at this point. We gotta go. Remember my wife was like, we were like talking about what we would do if the other person cheated, like how we would react. Stop me when this isn't relatable. And my wife, she goes, if one of us cheats, the other one should just go out that night and get laid right away, so we're even. I was like, how often do you plan on cheating on me where you need a night of solution? What the hell is that? Also, it's like the arrogance of a hot chick to just be like, yeah, I'll just decide to get laid. Then about an hour later, I'll be getting laid. That's what it's like when you want to get laid. I'm like, look at who you're married to. Like, look at me. Broed out, unsuccessful Ron Swanson doesn't do it for most chicks right away. Like, I need time. Guys, that is my time. My name's Eric Hellwig. Have a great rest of the show, all right? Thanks for coming out. Bye.
Keep it going for Eric, everybody, huh? Eric. And show some love for your next contestant, Sam Rossi, everybody. Sam Rossi!
Hey, I'm 18, so I'm applying to colleges right now. Hey, thank you. Email has been both a blessing and a curse throughout the process, right? I mean, it's been a blessing because everything goes way faster. It's been a curse because I get a ton of emails from colleges I don't want to go to being like, hey, come here. The best one I received is from Gordon College. And if you don't know, Gordon College is the #1 liberal arts college in the #1 Christian liberal arts college in the country. And their pitch to get people to go to Gordon was, hey, if you apply to Gordon before October 15th, we'll enter you in a raffle to win a pair of Beats headphones. Which I respect the hell out of. Because at least they know where they stand, right? They're like, yeah, Harvard's nice, but you know what they don't have? Beats headphones. That's the Gordon difference, baby. I think Gordon's unique in that it's the only college you can accidentally get into trying to win headphones. Don't you wish more raffles worked like that? Hey, did you win the coupon book? No, but I'm going to Yale. That'd be sweet. That's a weird advertisement, but it's not the worst one I've seen, right? The worst one I've seen was a Subaru commercial from a couple of years ago, right? Had a whole story to it. The story of this commercial was this couple walks into a bar and they're like, "Can anybody take us on the Peninsula Trail?" And then this blind guy gets up and he's like, "I can take you there." So they go on this amazing adventure through the forest, exploring nature. And at the end, they're like, "Thanks, car." That's a bad commercial. But it has a lot of potential, right? The blind guy being like, "I can take you there." Here's where I think they should go from there, is they should cut to the car, smash to the Savage tree. Everybody gets out like, "Oh my God, I can't believe we let that blind guy drive. We should be dead." But thanks to the safety and dependability of our Subaru Outback, that's a good commercial. You know what? I'm a bit of a roast comic. You can probably tell. But I'd like to do a little bit of roasting tonight. You look like a nice volunteer, sir. What's your name? Christian? Listen to this. Christian? What is the... Is that... What is that? The siren for the lame police? Where are you from, Christian? San Anno? San Anno? San Anno, more like... We'll come back to this in a bit. You win this round, Christian. Hey, you guys smoke weed? Ooh, not a lot, but enough. I'm 18, so legally I can't. But I have been told that I fucking love it. When I was younger, right, I'd be walking around Boston with my parents and stuff, and every once in a while we'd end up near somebody smoking marijuana. And whenever this happened, my parents would always turn to me and go, "Oh, wow, I can't believe there's a skunk around here. A skunk in the city, who would have thought?" They did that every time. And what happened was, now I cannot tell the difference between weed and a skunk. And it's becoming a serious problem. I'm serious, man. I'll be out with my buddies and stuff, and I'll be like, "Dude, I think there's a skunk in here." And they'll be like, "Probably not. This is a high school restroom." How much do I love weed? Apparently a dangerous amount. What I mean by that is I was in Washington Square Park a little while ago, and there was a guy handing out weed cookies, right? He was going, people going, "Weed cookie? Weed cookie?" He got to me, he said, "Weed cookie?" I said, "Hell yeah, man." Honest to God, did not know the next words out of his mouth were gonna be $25. I learned two things about myself in that moment. One, I think people are way nicer than they are. And two, apparently if you hand me something and say there's weed in it, I'll just eat it. That's not a good thing. That's gonna be a problem one day. I'm gonna be at like a party or something, and people are gonna be like, "Hey Sam, we're doing PCP." I'm like, "What is that?" They're like, "Cannabis, the P's are silent." I'm like, "Oh, hell." I got a call from a buddy of mine last night, and he was telling me about a statistic he read that really spooked him, right? And the statistic said that the average human in their lifetime will accidentally eat 7 spiders in their sleep. Right? It said that while you're sleeping, a spider will crawl into your mouth, and you'll accidentally swallow it whole because you're asleep. And this will happen roughly 7 times in your life. And my buddy told me this, and he's like, "Man, isn't that the scariest thing you've ever heard?" I was like, "Nah, man, that's not very scary at all. I mean, that'd be really scary if you were like a spider." I like that one a lot. Like I said, I'm 18, so I'm in school right now. High school is getting a little useless. Not gonna lie. They're out of stuff to teach. I had a math teacher the other day try to teach us how to use a map, which is insane. She was giving us map homework and stuff. I'm like, nah, man, I gotta get to sundial class, like map. But the crazy thing was the reasoning behind it, because she was like, well, what if one day you're lost and you don't have your phone? What if I don't have my phone? I'm an 18-year-old kid in this day and age, in this country, in this society, and you're asking me, what if I don't have my phone? But you assume I have a map with me? They're out of stuff. They're trying to teach us about anti-bullying, which should be great, but they have no idea how. So the way they're doing it right now is through short films. They're trying to teach us. When I was in 7th grade, I was exposed to the worst movie I've ever seen in my life. It was a short film about the ugliest man in the world. It was not a short film, it was 2 hours long. The movie is so bad that it's free on YouTube. If you want to watch a movie about the ugliest man in the world, all you have to do is go on YouTube and look up Christian from San Juan. Oh! Back around. All right, you guys have been wonderful. My name is Sam Rossi. Thank you guys very much.
All right, show Sam some love. Sam Rossi, everybody. And keep that applause going for your next contestant, Ritu Tirtani.
Hello, American citizens. How are you guys doing tonight? Yay, great. I'm going to be a citizen soon. I'm on all the dating apps. Well, I'm actually here to remind everybody to renew their extended car warranty, please. Right, sir, you recognize me from the scam calls. All right, that is great. I have been told I look like someone who gets ignored in a threesome. The joke is on you people. I was married to an Indian guy. I've been ignored in a twosome. Okay. I started doing Zoom shows last year. I feel like I do really good on Zoom shows because I'm Indian. You know, I'm naturally good at talking to computer screens. My real name is Ritu, and my Starbucks name is, what's that again? Come again. Kids, repeat that for me. Is it red? Oh my God, so cute. All right, foreign names. Who cares? You made it to America. Stop complaining. All right. I got a little bit about me. I got divorced a few years ago. I think divorces are emotionally and financially hard. But I think it gets worse when you have a joint email account. You know, like Ron and Pemmy forever at rocketmail.com. After divorce, I had a lot of free time, so I joined a book club. But I don't know why I joined a book club. I don't even like wine. All right, some people got it. All right, some nerds here. Okay, cool. Whenever I do these divorce jokes, my mom is like, Ritu, stop doing divorce jokes and think of second marriage. I was like, Mom, I'm not ready yet. I still have some money left from my last husband. I was actually stalking my ex the other day, or as Americans call it, looking for closure. I'm really trying to get over my ex, though. I went on a date last week, and this guy was like, hey, I like you. Do you want to come over, watch Netflix, and chill? I was like, I don't do Netflix and chill dates. I know what American men want. But if you have Amazon Prime, I'm up for casual sex. I did this joke the other day at a show last week, and after the show, this guy came to me, and he's like, hey, I have Amazon Prime. I was like, this is a very old joke. I'm on Disney Plus now. I'm new to American dating, though. I think a lot about my sexual fantasies. I have this wildest sexual fantasy to make love to an American man with no student loan debt. It's gonna be a fantasy forever, huh? All right, well, these are dating jokes, but in reality, I live in Nashville, Tennessee, and I'm dating a guy in Columbia, Tennessee. I never thought I'll have to cross 3 Cracker Barrels to find love. Talking about dating and sex, though, we don't have sex education back in India, but I still somehow know how to fake it. Well, this Columbia guy is a black guy and I'm Indian. I think Indian and black people in America are meant to be together. We have so many similarities, all right? We both are never on time. Mm-hmm. We both have big families. He has 20 people in his family. I have 20,000. He loves barbecue and I worship cows, so it is going great. It's a new joke I'm trying at a competition. Look at me. Brave. You guys liked it. It has a potential. It has potential. All right. Well, who votes these jokes for good? Who votes these jokes for not good? Well, your votes naturally don't count. You're in America. So, all right, this joke did not do well yesterday, but who cares? Who cares? I love living in America, though. I find it great, but you guys have some weird hobbies, like your obsession with recycling. America, recycling makes you look poor. Please stop doing that. And then paying for running and calling it marathon. You guys know you can run for free, right? Just making sure. And then blessing people when they sneeze. Why this discrimination? Why not bless people when they fart? Why not? And trust me, Indian farts need blessings from Jesus. I hate how divided America is right now. I don't know which side to support, so I'm just gonna say it on stage. I do not believe in eating ass. All right, anal jokes, let's do it. All right. Feel like you love anal jokes, we'll try one more, okay? My friend got married last week and she met this guy on Hinge, a dating app. So here's a breakdown for you American women, all right? Hinge is to get married, Bumble is for free drinks, and Tinder is to try anal. All right, anal jokes will kill in Boston. I figured that. All right, this is going great. Well, my friend is here from Nashville to support me. Thank you so much. Give it up for her. Yay. Yes, my friend, she has a boyfriend who owns a boat, and I'm here struggling to find a man who owns a headboard. People! Where are my rich American men at? Where are they? I want to be rich, though. I like to be rich so I can go gluten-free without any judgment. Somehow people love gluten jokes, all right. I moved here from India to America. I feel like this is a good time for a religious upgrade. So I'm switching from Indian God to Jesus. Mm-hmm. Indian gods are overweight. You guys have a good-looking, hot Jesus God? And also because I love unlimited bread and wine. I feel like this is a church crowd, so we'll try another God joke. That has never, ever worked. But we'll try it on you guys. All right, you ready? Okay, there are 1.3 billion people in India and 33 million gods. And you guys have some 300 million people and one God. What does it tell you about Indians? We are good at math. You guys like that joke? Maybe not. We will still keep it forever. Who cares? Who cares? I think my people deserve better jobs in America, though. I'm done with my people having doctors and engineer jobs. All right, America, we need cool American jobs, all right? We want to be drug dealers, all right? Indian drug dealers. I think we'll be successful at that job, ma'am, do you think? Yes, I'm telling you, most of Indians in America do not have self-esteem, sir. So we will never be caught. Cops would never think we're doing it. Most of us are doctors. We will just write scripts illegally. You got that. And we will never go to hell for selling drugs, sir, because we do not report to Jesus. Another God joke, killing it with my church crowd. There you go. A comic said, hey, keep a balance between Indian and American jokes so they don't feel like they're the target. But hey, we all know who the target is. Mexicans, right? I can get away with that joke, people. That is called brown privilege. I don't like the way people talk to Indians in America. You know, like, sir, if I meet you, I'll be like, hey, how you doing? But if an American meets me, he's like, oh my God, I love Indian food. Don't do that to us. From next time, if I see an American, I'll be like, oh my God, US healthcare sucks. I'm an immigrant, right? I have a hard time making American friends. I think we're different. Like, I don't have any food allergies. Like, I prefer water without ice. The word ice scares the shit out of me. This joke used to kill when Trump was here. Sir, I kind of miss Trump. I do. I like how Americans have emotional support animals. In India, I didn't even have emotionally supportive parents. My parents, I called my mom last night and I was like, Mom, I'm really nervous. I don't think I'm funny. She said, I don't care if you're funny. When are you getting married, lady? It's 34. You're never gonna have kids, all right? Get it up, get it done. Okay. My dad is a big believer in karma. He said I got divorced because I made fun of someone's divorce. Well, I learned my lesson. I make fun of rich people now. You know, my favorite thing about my parents is that they're still in India. I really wanted to end on a very good closing joke, but as you guys know, I'm really bad at closures. So, thank you so much. This is my time. Thank you.
Keep it rolling for Ritu, everybody! And show some love for your next contestant, Aiden Kelly, everybody! Aiden!
What's going on? 2020 was a good year for me because in 2020 I became a US citizen. Yeah, damn right, thank you. You're lucky to have me. I'm a fucking delight. No, I became a citizen through marriage. So obviously I'd like to thank Colin Farrell for that. Because I think before Colin Farrell, Americans used to look at Irish people and be like, oh, look at those drunk leprechauns. And then a coked up Colin Farrell came along and all Americans went, shit, we should fuck those drunk leprechauns. And now I am married to a bewildered woman from Ohio. People like to ask us how we got on during the lockdown, stuck in an apartment together. I think everyone did it in their own way. What we did is we started blacking out together. I won't lie, it's a worrying trend. I don't think we're alcoholics, though. I think alcoholism is a spectrum. And and we're somewhere between we should definitely stop, and sometimes one more turns into 10 more and a stupid amount of ABBA. I don't know why ABBA. I think it's because I'm drinking a lot of red wine lately, and if I drink too much red wine, it tricks my brain into thinking I'm at a wedding, hence the ABBA. I don't know. The only thing I do know about marriage is that when two people who live in the same apartment wake up and there's just broken shit everywhere, nothing binds them more than the collective shame of not knowing who to blame. Fuck, pandemic was rough, wasn't it? I mean, let's be honest, rough. Too many people dead, people still dying. We have a lot of questions to ask, like moral questions. One question I'm asking is it wrong to fake injury to avoid being a pallbearer at a funeral? I mean, the dead are obnoxiously heavy. No, back before lockdown, I was actually at my grandmother's funeral, bless her. I forgot my lines. Like, someone came up to me and was like, I'm sorry for your loss. And I said, I accept your apology. I'm like a lead. Funerals are weird, right? So this is Irish Catholic, right? Open casket. And I don't know if this happens anywhere else in the world. For some reason, everyone's insistent on complimenting the body. All right? They're like, oh, she's looking great. Isn't she looking fantastic? One person actually said, I don't think I've ever seen her look better. She used to be alive. I don't know what to tell you. I tried to read. I'm reading a lot now. One of the books I have read recently is the Bible. How different would that book be if they replaced the word father with daddy? Let me show you. From Matthew 6:6. But when you pray, go into your room, close the door, and pray to your daddy, who is unseen. Then your daddy, who sees what is done in secret, will reward you. Sums up Irish Catholicism. This is Boston, you know that. I didn't like the book. I thought there was a lot of plot holes. I didn't like the Judas betrayal plot. For those that don't know, basically the Roman guards paid off Judas to point out who Jesus is. How do you not know who Jesus is? He was the one doing the magic. I'll level with you, right? I don't believe in religion or ghosts or anything like that. And I know people do, and they have their reasons for it. I have my reasons for not believing in it. The main one being I'm a fucking grown-up. Oh, world, I got into an argument with someone about ghosts in New York City, right? It's like, oh, no, the mass graves for COVID, this city is haunted. It's like, it's New York City. With the amount of dead people there, if ghosts were real, you wouldn't be able to walk around that city without bumping into one. You'd be like, it would be the main political issue. Like, all the liberals would be like, oh, can't we help him ascend to heaven? And then all the conservatives were like, can't we just send him on a bus to Florida? Ridiculous. I want to take a little bit of time. I'm going to switch gears, take a little bit of time to talk about an Irish hero. Some of you may have heard of her, some of you may not have heard of her, I don't know. Meghan Markle. Yeah, any fans? Right? Ever since she's been married to Prince Harry, right? Ireland has never been closer to being one country. Boris Johnson got coronavirus, and she split the royal family up. She has done more in a year than the IRA have done in 50. And without murdering anyone. She's like our Gandhi. Our very sexy Gandhi. Terrorism, let's talk about it. I think the reactions to terrorism in this country highlights the racism Muslim people face, right? When a Muslim person does a terrorism, they want to do a Muslim ban, which is fucking stupid and racist, right? And when an Irish person does a terrorism, y'all made a drink out of it. Car bombs! And let's be honest, this is Boston. Some of your families may or may not have funded those car bombs. I just like the truth. Do you know what people like to ask me too? So I'm from Ireland, they like to ask me, do I hate English people? And I understand the question, right? We're the most bitter about the colonisation. Like public school in Ireland, like the 3 R's are reading, writing, and revenge! I do not hate English people, but I do hate the stereotypes we got. Like they got polite and proper, and we got raging and alcoholic. Which, by the way, isn't true. Not everyone in Ireland is a raging alcoholic. Some of us drink slower. The longer the drink is in the glass, the longer there's a reason to live. I'm doing fine, I swear. I also know for a fact that the English aren't polite and proper because I used to live there, and one day I was coming out of the train station, and I was living in London, coming out of the train station, there's this gentleman trying to get his bicycle up onto the footpath, and he's wearing one of those giant helmets that made me think he was disabled, and no one was helping him. So your hero here decided to go over and help him, and as I approach him, he turns around, and it was Boris fucking Johnson. Yes, then Lord Mayor of London. That's when I knew I liked English people. They knew who it was. They were like, fuck that guy. My favorite of all the English people was the guy who decided, as he's walking by, to yell out, Boris! You dick-toed cunt! What the fuck does that even mean? And how do I subscribe to your newsletter? You might be my hero. I've been in this country, I think, 7-8 years now. My main takeaway is that kids' birthdays are weird here. I'll explain, don't worry. I was in the Nike store in Fifth Avenue, and there's a kid's birthday on, and all the kids were making shoes. What? Yeah, confused the shit out of me, too. Of course it's stupid. I didn't even know it was cool here. That's a stunning PR turnaround for Nike. Holy shit. Fair play to them. It was weird, right? There was one kid that was crying because he wasn't allowed to make the shoes. His father said it was too expensive, which makes me think of the Nike sponsored sweatshop somewhere. There's a little kid crying and some man yelling at him, being like, do you know there's kids in New York that have to pay $59.99 to do what you do? I'm just saying the blood was on the shoes before little Nas got them. Still though, right? Credit where credit is due. Has there ever been a better slogan for a sweatshop than just do it? Okay, thank you so much. My name's Aiden Kelly. Enjoy the rest of your show.
All right, Aiden Kelly, everybody! And our next contestant is Elin Altman, everybody. Show him some love. Come on, Elin Altman.
Hey guys, good to be here. My name is Elin. That's a Hebrew name, and I found out recently I've been pronouncing it wrong my whole life. I was talking to a friend who lived in Israel. He said it's actually pronounced alone, and it means oak tree in Hebrew. He said it's a great name, but you should pronounce it the right way. I said, listen, that's great if I'm in Israel, but here in America, if my name is Alone, that's not going to mean oak tree. It'll just mean alone. It'll be terrible. It'll be at parties like, hi, I'm alone. Everyone's like, yeah, we noticed. I'm born and raised in New York City, and New York has never been crazier than it is right now. A couple weeks ago, I was walking down the street. This guy got right into my face, and he said, Tom Cruise drinks the blood of children to maintain his youthful appearance. And that's New York for you. Crazy people will walk right up to you and read your t-shirt out loud. One time, this big bodybuilder approached me and asked me how much I bench. And when you're my size, that is a hate crime. You can't say that to my people. I answered him, I said, look, I don't go to the gym, it's not a big number, but back in high school, I was on the football team, and I benched every game that season. Yeah, I'm not strong. For me, every blanket is a weighted blanket. Some mornings I can't get out of bed. It's not depression, I'm just stuck. It's tough being a small guy. People treat you differently. I was at the bank one day, I got in line, I didn't realize, but I cut this lady behind me. Now, it was a black woman, and I'm only saying that because black ladies are usually not shy. If you cut a black woman in line, she's gonna say something to you. But because I'm so small, this lady didn't say a word. No, she grabbed me. She lifted me up, turned around, and placed me behind her. Like she was thinking, this doesn't belong here. Normally that would be embarrassing, but luckily I had just seen an interview with LeBron James where he was talking about his childhood, and I realized now I have something in common with LeBron. Because in a way, we've both been raised by a strong black woman. So I'm a married guy, but people don't believe me when I say that. I don't give off a married vibe. I was talking to this comic one day, I mentioned my wife. He said, whoa, I wouldn't have thought in a million years that you had a wife. I said, can you explain this to me? Am I giving off a gay vibe? He said, no, not gay. Virgin. I said, well, I'm married, so obviously not a virgin. He said, do you have any kids? I said, no. He was like, well, no kids, no proof. So I showed him a video. And now he keeps asking for more videos. I'll tell you this, I might look like a virgin, but when I was single, it was pussy left and right. Like, I couldn't even walk down the street without some girl calling me that. I'm a short guy. It's tough being short. My wife is shorter than me, and I'm kind of worried, like, when we have kids, if we have a boy, he'll probably be shorter than me, which means I'll have to marry a girl who's shorter than him, which means their kid will be shorter than they are. And I feel like in 100 years, my family is going to disappear. We're like Russian nesting dolls. Just each one smaller than the last, until my great-grandkid is just a painted acorn. My wife works in an office. I went to visit her recently. It was very quiet there because most of her company is still remote. And I didn't realize this at the time, but all of the bathroom lights in her office are on a motion sensor, which normally isn't a problem because people are always coming in and out. But I was in the men's room there for 2 minutes, and all of a sudden I was sitting in pitch black. And from where I was sitting, I could not activate that sensor. But I figured, okay, there's nobody around today, so I just opened the stall door, I waddled out, I start activating the sensor. Right at that moment, a guy walks in, the lights come on, and I'm just there with my pants on my ankles like... So I said, "Hi, I'm alone." He said, "Not anymore." Pandemic's been tough. I tried to keep my mind sharp last year. There was nothing to do. I wanted to keep my mind sharp. So I learned a fact about every country in the world. And you guys can test me out. If someone calls out a country, I will tell you a fact about that country. Chile. Okay, Chile. Did you know that Chile is the 8th largest producer of zinc in the world? Okay, no one cares. I'll do one more fact. Give me another country. Poland, okay. Did you know that Poland is the 12th largest producer of zinc in the world? I'm very smart. Pandemic's been very stressful for everybody, very, very stressful. My neighbors are stressed out. I live in an apartment building. I was in the elevator one day. This married couple got in. The guy started screaming at his wife because she was wearing sandals. He said, "Your toes are exposed. You're gonna get COVID on your feet." And I said, "Look, I don't mean to interrupt, but COVID is a respiratory disease. You can only catch it through your nose or your mouth." And then he said, "Those feet go in my mouth." I never know how that joke's gonna go, but when I hear the crowd laughing a lot, like this lady here laughed a lot at that gives me confidence that she's into feet. My wife and I try to keep things spicy. I don't do foot stuff or anything, but I send her dick pics. But the thing is, it's not exciting for her because she's seen it already, you know, it's nothing new. So what I'll do is I'll send her different angles. Like a lot of guys go for the angle that shows a lot of length. What I do is I just show it from head on. Yeah, just right down the barrel of the gun. All she sees is a perfect circle. Sometimes she doesn't even know what it is. She texted me back one day, "Did you just send me a nipple?" But, you know, I'm glad to have her. Dating was always really tough for me. First dates especially. Like one time I was on a first date with this girl, took her to a nice restaurant. In the middle of dinner, she asked what my astrological sign was. I said, "I'm a Scorpio." She said, "Oh, that's too bad. I'm a Leo. We are not compatible. This is not gonna work." Which I thought was really rude, but, you know, just because I'm a Scorpio, we're incompatible. But I ignored it because I don't believe in astrology. But I do believe in karma. And at the end of the dinner, she got really sick. So that was cool. She said, "My stomach is killing me. I feel like my chicken was undercooked." I said, "It seemed fine to me." She said, "What could it be then?" I said, "Well, maybe your chicken was a Scorpio. Maybe you and your chicken just aren't compatible." She said, "I could tell you're upset by what I said earlier, but you have to understand, I'm a Leo and we are very honest." I said, "That's okay, but you have to understand, I'm a Scorpio, and we split the check." One time, when I mentioned that I was a Scorpio, this lady in the crowd yelled out, "Woo, we're a rare breed." And I said, "No, it's like 1 in 12. That's how birthdays work. Yeah, dating is tough, though. Dating is tough. I have one single friend who's kind of creepy when it comes to dating, you know? Because he only dates girls that are several years younger than him, and that age difference can be kind of weird. But he told me he uses a mathematical formula to determine if a girl's old enough for him to date. He said the way it works is he takes his age, divides it by 2, and adds 7. And as long as a girl can do that math, She's old enough for my sketchy friend. Not a good guy. I'll say one more thing about my wife before I go. My wife is great, but she's not perfect. Her flaw is she does not like Chinese food. So that means whenever I'm craving Chinese food, I wait till she's not home, and then I order delivery from my favorite place. There's a restaurant called Han Dynasty. It's really good. And I never told her I was doing it because it didn't seem like a big deal, but she caught me one day and got really mad about it. What happened was I wasn't home. She was looking at our credit card statement and saw the restaurant's website on there, handynasty.com. But she read it as Handy, handy, Nasty, nasty. handynasty.com. So she did not think that was a Chinese restaurant. She thought it was some kind of adult website that specializes in nasty hand jobs, which, as some of the guys here know, is handynasty.net. She goes to the foot version. My wife didn't know that, so she texted me, "Why are you going to handynasty.com?" But I read that as handynasty.com. So I wrote back honestly. I wrote, "Well, I don't always feel like going out to get it." So she wrote back, "How come I never knew about this?" I wrote, "I don't know. I guess I always finish before you get home." These Chinese guys come really fast. She was not happy. She wrote back in all caps, "I don't want you going there ever again." And I was just confused. I wrote, "What's the big deal? The only reason I go there is because your father recommended it." Okay. I'm Elin Altman. Thank you guys very much.
Keep it going for Elin Altman, everybody. And keep it going for all your contestants. Those are our contestants tonight. They did a great job. And we have one more comedian for you, so keep your hands together and keep it going for your next comedian, Will Sylvince, everybody.
Hey, everybody. I know, right? Finally, a black comedian. I've been waiting all night myself. That's how you know we're in Boston. Too soon? My bad. You guys are wearing your masks out here. You know what I'm saying? This is amazing. Look, everybody got their mask on. I like the mask. I was in freaking Florida. I had my mask. I was outside. I was doing a show, and this lady just came up to me in the middle of the street, just came up to me. She said, "You're not going to die." This white lady, "You're not going to die." And I thought I did something. Like, I'm like, what? "You're not gonna die," and she just walked away. I'm like, fuck, white people are just not afraid of black people like they used to be. Like, she just came up to a stranger, and 911 got them bold. I like wearing my mask. With the mask, I look like I'm a 10. I'll be catfishing women on the train in New York City all day. And then when we get home, be like, bitch, I'm a 4. You fucked up. You fucked up. You should carefully look at my eyes. I got 4 eyes. They kept saying in 2020, like, it's gonna be over soon. It's gonna be over soon. By 2021, it's gonna be. Look at us now. Look at this couple. They masked up. They probably make out with the mask. I'm not picking on you. I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? We're still in the soup. And then we I'm not sure in Boston, were you guys hating on the Asians also? I guess with that laugh, yes, right, y'all. It was so ignorant. It's just ignorant of Americans. Just to, fuck these Asians. Like, you know how big Asia is? Like, first of all, it's just, all right. I went to China 2018. I had the time of my, any Chinese people here, by the way? No Chinese people. There's no black people here, let alone Chinese. She said, I'm not Asian or black. Well, in Europe, you're Asian. Wait, where you from? Oh, India, yeah. In Europe, you're Asian. In America, you're Indian. I'm not sure you guys know, but India is in Asia. Hey. I've never been to India. I want to go so bad. It's on my bucket list. The Indian food is so good. You guys ever had Indian food? You guys look very white. You have Indian food? I'm not picking on y'all. Y'all look just like, you know what I'm saying? In fact, the closer I get to you, the better my credit get. That's how white you are. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you ever had Indian food? So good. I mean, it goes in good, but it comes out angry as shit. It goes in like Celine Dion, or come out like DMX out your ass. DMX, he's a country singer. He tours with Johnny Cash, Willie Nelson, Glenn Campbell, Waylon Jennings, Dolly Parton. She's like, we never heard of him. I went to China 2018 at the time of my life, man. I was in Beijing. Wuxi is W-U-X-I. Chengdu, Hangzhou, and Hong Kong. Hong Kong is like the Chinatown for China. And if you've never been there, I'll tell you right now, no black people at all. We like UFOs and unicorns. So when I was walking the streets in China, Chinese people would take a picture of me for their WeChat. And they'll hashtag it, just met Will Smith. 50 Cent or Whoopi Goldberg. And I was so lonely, I didn't give a damn. I was like, yeah, I'm Whoopi Goldberg, I'll take a picture. I didn't give a damn. I was just happy someone cared about me at least, shit. Yeah, I'm Michael B. Jordan. Everybody getting a picture with Michael B. Jordan? Also. When I was in China, I wanted to get me some green tea, man. I'm a big fan of green tea. Not sure you got green tea. I'm not sure if I pronounced it correct. Green tea. What? You don't get it? I love green tea. You shocked? What? Black people drink green tea? You must put a lot of sugar in it. No, I don't know. There's no sugar. You can't put sugar in green tea. You cancel out the antioxidants. You gotta drink it as is. China been making green tea for like 5,000 years. Look, I'm not sure if you said that, but the best thing you can put in your body. So what? I don't get it. Is this random? Oh my God, I like it too. I didn't know they're gonna be talking about green tea on this show. China, 5,000 years, they just make some of the best green tea on earth. If you want to get some green tea, like go to, I forgot the name of the company. They from China. It's amazing green tea. Maybe Japan might have China beat, but Japan or China green tea, you can't. It's best green tea on earth. So when I was there, I wanted to get me some authentic Chinese green tea. So I went to Starbucks in Shanghai. And I'm looking at the menu trying to figure out what says green tea by the squiggly lines, the little houses, and the smiley faces, right? And the phrase in Mandarin, I'm not sure if anybody here speak Mandarin. Anybody speak Mandarin? I don't know, it doesn't matter. The phrase in Mandarin to say, ooh, I want that one, I want that one, I want that one, is nigga. Someone over there speak Mandarin, they figured it out. Nigga, I'm not lying to you. At the time, I didn't know this, right? So I'm looking at the menu. All of a sudden, someone went, nigga. I'm like, and the dude who said it, he turns to the next thing. So I thought he was trying to be slick. I'm like, dude, I saw you. Huh? You said nigga. No. Nigga. I'm like, dude, Starbucks don't sell no niggas up in here. What Who do you think you're talking to? Who speak Mandarin? Someone here? Oh, you speak Mandarin? How you pronounce it? Yeah. I said, how you pronounce it? That's right. You said it. You said it right. That's exactly. Oh, that was funny. Are you saying, did I say it correct? Yes, you said it absolutely correctly. You probably said it better than me. I fucking love you. Don't you learn Mandarin now, motherfuckers? Like, I'm gonna learn Mandarin. Oh shit. Niggas. I'm totally joking. When I was in China, man, something amazing happened to me. Besides, the people and the culture and shit. I used a bidet for the first time. Have anybody bidet? You bidet, baby girl? Look how happy you are, right? Would you tell these motherfuckers? Right? Amazing. For the people who do not, bidet is, your asshole is squeaky clean. When you fart, it whistles. You cannot. The best thing ever. It's like a water pick for your ass. You know what a bidet is? Americans do not like to bidet. I don't know why we don't like to bidet. They use water to clean your ass instead of toilet paper. Toilet paper, you're going to walk around with a crunchy asshole. You know what I'm saying, sir? Your asshole will be crunchy as shit. But look, my first bidet was bittersweet. Anyway, they got the bidet. The reason why America don't like to use bidets, two reasons. Back in the days, it was when America won the war, they saw the bidets, but they went to to the gay bathrooms, and they're like, oh, this is for homosexuals, and they associate bidets with gayness. If anything, I tell you that gay people are clean, motherfucker. They just clean. They like their asshole clean. And another thing is, the old bidets was a toilet, and then there was a little sink. So you had to transfer your asshole. And we're not doing all that, man. I'm gonna use toilet. I got time to transfer my asshole to another bowl. But they got the new bidets now. There's a seat, right? And if you don't know, it's a water hose, a little hose thing tube come out. It shoots water, you know what I'm saying? And they so advanced. They have one for the women, for the woohoo, you know what I'm saying? And then one for everybody else. The asshole. So my first birthday was bittersweet. I was in Beijing, and they put me in this nice, fancy hotel. But the thing is, everything was in Mandarin or Cantonese, or if any black people in here, Chinese. We keep it simple. And so when I sat on the bidet and it was time for the action, the remote was I can't read it, but fortunately the remote had little emojis. So that was a little more, I don't know what you call that emoji, the da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da, you know what I'm saying? What do you call that emoji? Like a sprinkler? Thank you, ma'am. The sprinkler. Like a sprinkler emoji? Yeah, the sprinkler emoji. But at the time, I didn't know. I pressed it, and it sprayed my balls. It was for the women. I thought this bidet was racist and can't find black assholes. So I tried to fix it by scooching up to the front so it could reach my asshole. But I moved up too much to the front, and my dick hit the rim. I'm like, ah! So I grabbed the remote. I'm like, there gotta be another button. I saw another one. I hit that, but I was scooch up too much to the front. The water shot to the back. I had to move back until it hit my chocolate pocket. My mother used to call the asshole the chocolate pocket. My family's from Haiti, right? And my mother, when she came to America, she didn't want to curse. She wanted to be a good citizen, and she didn't want to curse. So when she don't know a word in English, she finds creative ways to express herself. She's like, don't go to the bathroom and finish cleaning your chocolate pocket. You make sure there's no chocolate in your chocolate pocket. I'm like, Mom, if you're gonna call it a chocolate pocket, there's gonna be some chocolate in the chocolate pocket. Right, sir? You don't call it a chocolate pocket. Are you getting any of these black jokes, sir? Or you like, you wait for, there's some more white comics coming. Please just hang in there. Saying that this is not what I paid for. This is not what I paid for. I'm really white. This is a birthmark. Does that help? I can't tell if they laughed or not. Just think about it. Trying to call 911 with his eyes. Like. I apologize. Please don't call the cops. Loud as hell back there, right? Hey, shut up back there! Right? They have more fun than we are. Hey, let's all go to the back. Fuck this show. Last year I went to Haiti and I fucked up and I flew Spirit Airlines. The worst airline ever. Yes. Right? It's the same people and shit. One bidet lady and one Spirit Airlines. I'm gonna get you next, sir. I got something for you. I got the whole row. She bidet, she flew Spirit. I don't know what you do, but I'm gonna. It's the worst shit. You know how they got me? I was looking for trips to Haiti. Spirit Airlines came up $34.99 round trip. I was like, fuck yeah. I'm gonna go and come back every day. Who can say no to $34.99 out the country? Yes! What they don't tell you is Spirit Airlines charge you for every little thing. Can I borrow this? Every little thing. Your carry-on, your check luggage. I was sitting looking out the window, and the flight attendant came and said, sir, you didn't pay to look out the window. I'm like, I wasn't looking. They charge you for everything. My carry-on, my check luggage, to pick your seat, to speak to an agent at the front. After I was done, my ticket came into $732. There was a dude standing up like he's on the A train or the bus. Talking about $18.99. I ain't fucking around. I don't need a seat. Fuck that seat. He had just shorts on. The less clothes you had, the cheaper the ticket. I can stay in here for 7 hours. I don't give a fuck about no turbulence. I always pick my seat on any airline, like no matter what airline I fly, because you know when you let other airlines pick your seat, they always put you in the middle seat for some reason. No matter how good the airline, they just love to put you. If you don't pick it, they're gonna put you next between two people you don't even know. You ever get one of them yakety-yak passengers? Just, so where you going? Bitch, the same place you going. It's on the boarding pass. You know on Spirit Airlines, the chair doesn't recline? It doesn't do this shit. It doesn't, like, this ain't shit, right? But when you don't have it, like, what the fuck? And they have a button that really work. I'm not making that. They have an actual button, like a sugar pill. Why would they put the button there? Cock teasing us, or vagina teasing, whatever. You know, it's a teasing. You ever be on other airlines and you got the chair reclining and you just chilling? You know what I'm saying? And the flight attendant come around talking about, sir, could you put your chair up so we can land? Oh, my fault. I know I was holding anybody up. Is this why we couldn't land, bitch? Because of this shit? I'm holding the whole plane up to reach LaGuardia Airport. It's my fault. Is this connected to the flaps on the wings? They say it's for your safety. It's for your safety. Have anybody ever survived in a plane crash because of this bullshit? Oh my God, sir, how did you survive? Well, the plane was going down. Everybody was panicking like, oh shit, we're gonna die. If I'm gonna die comfortable. I was like, not me. I'm obey the rules. I did this. And a parachute came out my ass. You know when you put your chair up, they tuck the parachute in your ass. Hey, that was the parachute. Is it my? I'm gonna get another one. I'm good. Fuck y'all. Sit comfortably if you want, motherfuckers. They got the nerve to. Well, you ever act like you can't hit a lady and you just knocked out, sir, and she'll do it for you like you're a little kid. Sir, bitch, get the fuck off me. I heard you. I'll do it myself. This is why you woke me up. You woke me up for this shit. But they won't wake you up when the food is coming, will they? They'll sneak by your ass when the food is. Oh, shit, he woke up. He woke up, y'all. I gotta get my bag of peanuts. He's looking right at me. I was gonna say those peanuts, but he sees me. For a bag of peanuts. You know what I'm saying, India? Sitting there like. I'm sorry. What happened? It's cold. Yeah, Boston is. I mean, yeah. I can't argue with that. I don't know who said that. I just see masks moving. What'd you say? Oh, you said it. Say it again, baby girl. I'm sorry. We have heart. You have heart? Heart. Yes, you do. Not for black people, though. Not for black people. You guys must know, not y'all, but I'm just saying you must know Boston's a racist place. Is it me? I know. But then, I'll tell you why. I was here not too long ago. I was at a red light. I was looking for, was it MIT? I was lost. And I pulled up to a red light, and there was a white lady in the next car. I said, ma'am, where's F? And she just took the red light. She went, like, fuck me and fuck her life. That's how much she didn't want to tell me. She didn't know what? Meander is Mandarin, but yeah, I'll take that. She tried to do a callback. She didn't know meandering. I thought you were saying some lady's name. Meandering, get in here and clean up this kitchen. You heard me, bitch. Meandering, you heard me. I think it's man. She knows meandering. This crowd is dope as shit. Welcome back, baby girl. Welcome back. When it's this small, you know this. Every little person that leaves. Yeah, she didn't know meandering. She do it. Nigga. That just made you worried. That just confirmed to what I'm saying about Boston. She know meandering, nigga. She didn't want to say it. And you like, I'm going to almost say it. I'm going to always say it. Oh, shit. Y'all funny as shit, man. How long y'all been together? We're not together. That's what I'm talking about. That's my type of porn. They're not together, but they. I can tell he's laughing. His eyes got small. You know what's funny in a relationship, no matter how long you've been together with someone, you know what's still funny to this very day? Queefs. You know what queefs? You know what? Oh, you know what queefs is? Okay. I call them angels' whispers. But basically, when a guy and a girl is having sex and the guy pulls out, he go back in and pussy farts. You know what I'm saying now? It's really not funny in the very beginning of the relationship. You know, when you first start seeing each other, or when you was young and it happened, both y'all get a little tense, like, oh shit. And she's like, oh shit. I hope he didn't think that was my ass. But after you get to know each other, you have a lot of fun, like ah. And she's like, ah. It's talking to you. Well, can you tell her, shut up, I can't focus with her yapping back here. I had a girl, she tried to pass off a fart as a queef. I was like, yo, you farted. She's like, no, that was a queef. No, I know farts, I know queefs. I've been listening to him for a long time. Your ass farted. It was a queef. Two things. Number one, there's a funky smell in the air right now. And two, we're not having sex. Who the hell be walking and queefing like, ooh, my vagina is a mess. I've been queefing all day, girl. I can't. Let me get my queef pills. I can't. You know what I'm talking about now, y'all? You know what I'm saying, sir? Meandra would be queefing. You know, Meandra, she be queefing all day. All right. You guys can follow me on social media if you guys have a Will Sylvince, Will 1L. Thank you. Good night.
Will Sylvince, everybody, your special guest tonight. And how about another hand for all your contestants tonight before I announce who's moving on? And I did offer to change the names for cash, but nobody took me up on it out there. So these are your two winners. And I'll tell you, I would hate to be a judge tonight because it was an outstanding show from beginning to end. Those contestants did an amazing job tonight. Wouldn't you say so? They had some great contestants here tonight. But the two people moving on to the next round are Paul Ullinger and Elin Altman. How about a hand for those two? Thank you so much for coming out supporting the Comedy Festival. And these two gentlemen right here, huh? And again, one more time for all the contestants tonight for putting on a great show. Thank you so very much for coming out and supporting the Boston Comedy Festival. Take care.